welcome to the Heart of Joy. I'm your host, Joy Hillman, and this is my co-host, Christopher Beavers.
Hello, viewers. Today we want to talk about a subject that many people typically have a problem with. We're going to talk about loyalty. Loyalty takes character. It takes integrity to be loyal. Loyalty comes from the heart. And I just want to bring my co-host in, Joy, because she's a person that is a stickler for loyalty. She believes in being loyal. We know that being loyal is making a commitment. We know that it's being a covering for the people that you are loyal to. What are your feelings about loyalty as far as people keeping the word or people sticking by your side? What are your feelings?
Well, now
about
I
loyalty?
totally agree with that. You gave all of the best definitions possible for loyalty, but I have a question before I want to comment.
Okay.
In being loyal, if you're committed to it, loyal is to be committed. So let's just say, do I commit to someone in their wrongdoing? If I don't agree with you, am I considered to be disloyal? If I say to you, what you're doing is wrong, or if I stand on what I believe is right, is that considered to be disloyal? Because a lot of people actually think that if you don't agree with what they're saying, that you're not being loyal to me. If you're not taking up for me, and if you don't have my back, even if I am wrong, you're not being loyal to me. So what do you think about that?
Well, that wouldn't be loyalty. That would be aiding and abetting. That would be you condoning me or enabling me in my wrong. If I'm wrong and I want you to uphold me in my wrongdoing. Now, if I'm wrong and I want to get out of it and I want you to help me get out of it, then you helping me would display your loyalty. But the very word loyalty signifies righteousness. It signifies something about the character, something right about the character. Now, you can be loyal to something evil, but the word loyalty itself is connected to the word faithfulness. And so you really can't be truthfully loyal to something or someone in wrongdoing. And so if I'm going to ask you to be loyal to me, true loyalty would be for you to tell me when I'm wrong.
Right. So I can't just be like, Chris, they just hurt my daughter, and we got to go and take care of these. They just hurt her. And you're like, okay, let's go do it.
Because I'm your loyal friend.
Exactly.
Let's load up the box Chevy and go do a drive-by on them foods.
That's right.
Yeah, but see, we don't. That's not loyalty.
But see, that's what so many people define as being loyal.
That's
whenever I need you, you're there. It doesn't matter what I'm asking you to do, you're doing it. That's their definition of loyalty.
No, that's selfishness. People are prideful and selfish, and they want you to go along with their agenda, no matter what it's going to cost you. You see, it's going to cost you some sleepless nights.
That's right.
It's going to cost you some integrity. It's going to cost you some character. It's going to cost you some one-on-one time with God. You're going to have to sever some of your relationship with God in order to go along with wrongdoing.
Right.
You can't. It's just like, for instance, the way some people look at love or unconditional love, because people think that love will work regardless of whatever. Well, real love doesn't work regardless of whatever. It only works if you are in righteousness or if you are in right standing with God. And it's the same way with loyalty.
Same way with loyalty. And I think those individuals who think that way, as far as you being loyal to no matter what I do, not to say that they're not saved, but their relationship with God is not maybe where it's, other people's are. So I think when they take that time out to actually seek Him and to learn more about who He is, then their hearts will open, and then they can actually understand what the meaning of loyalty is. Because really the only person that we actually, well, not even the only being that we have to be loyal to is God. So, if we're loyal to His standards and what you're asking me to do don't line up with His standards, then my loyalty is due to Him, it's not due to you.
Well, a person that would ask you to be loyal in wrongdoing, 9 times out of 10 wouldn't be loyal to you in your wrongdoing. Believe it or not. Unless, because see, a person who's asking you to go outside of your character for their benefit is too selfish to be there for you regardless of whatever. They're not able to give without reservation. They are too reserved and too self-absorbed to be there for you regardless. So if I'm the kind of person that would ask you to be there for me in my wrong, if you ever got wrong, I would probably disappear.
Right.
Because you can't be selfish over here and then be this big giver over here.
Wow.
Unless it benefits me. You see, there are people that will be for you, that when I say before you, that will be on your side if you are against the same things that they are against. If you are for the same things that they are for. And so, but whenever there's a line, there's no loyalty. Whenever you are against something that they are for, you'll find out real quick that they aren't really loyal to you. They're just loyal to that particular cause.
That's right.
And so we have to, when we say I'm loyal to this person or that person, or I'm loyal to this or that, then we need to understand what that means before we make these proclamations and make these allegiances, because truthfully a lot of people just aren't going to be loyal to you the way you would be to them.
That's right. And I'm one to where I've never said I'm loyal to a certain person or anything like that. Everyone doesn't necessarily proclaim loyalty. You have sometimes the scenarios where that level of expectation, they put that on you to be loyal to them. Like, the relationship that you may have with certain family members that you're close to or certain friends, they expect you to be loyal to them. So it's not necessarily anything that you've said you're going to do. It's just put on you that because we're in this close-knit relationship, this is how I expect you to be. I expect you to be there for me whenever and for whatever. So I may not say that I'm loyal, but it's just there. It's an unspoken expectation.
Well, that's when you have to take a stand and let them know what you are loyal to that is above their agenda. And your character and your integrity comes first. And the old people used to have a saying, every tub has to sit on its own bottom. And so you can't, sometimes it may hurt, it may sever some relationships, but sometimes you have to go on. You can't worry about people who expect you to be loyal to them or certain things. They really don't want you to be loyal to them. They just want you to uphold them in a particular thing.
Right. That's right.
Because see, if they wanted you to be loyal to them, then they would, number one, be loyal to you. Number two, they would have been concerned about your loyalty long before now. So why now that I don't go along with what you say is my loyalty in question?
Situational loyalty.
Right. Now my loyalty in question. Now we only seeing eye to eye. Now I'm disloyal.
Right.
Now I'm disloyal.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we see when you get to the core of it, loyalty is really not the issue here. The issue
is much deeper than that.
Yeah.
Much deeper than that. If you guys can, please leave us your comments. Tell us what you think Give us your feedback. Let us know what you think loyalty means. You can check us out on Facebook at The Heart of Joy, also on YouTube. So we will see you next week.